Hey, what is up, Spike Nation? Welcome to the new show. This is a new show about interview. This is our interview show where we will interview people from different shows. This is the Spike Nation interview from Beth. Just came with that. Just came up with that in the spot. And we are asking questions from Beth, and hopefully our interviewees can also answer from Beth. So this week we have the host of Manga Tuesday, the Notorious DRC, Magic Week Darcy Willowhite. Everybody, round of applause. Woo! So, Mr. Willowhite, would you mind giving a shout out to the Spike Nation?
Yes. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Shout out to the Spike Nation. And shout out to my little homie MC Get Busy from Compton. You're going to beat that thing, man. I believe in you. Respect. Word life.
Mr. Willowhite, we have 5 questions for you. And we're gonna start right now with question number 1. What did you want to be when you were a child? What job did you see yourself doing? Did you want to be an astronaut? Maybe a firefighter, a race car driver? And why did you fail at that?
You know, ever since I was 5 years old, all I've ever wanted to be was a professional rapper. But at some point in life, you just have to grow up and get a real job. So I threw away my dreams and I started reviewing manga to pay the bills.
Very good answer, Mr. Willowhite. Now, question number 2. We have You are a very successful filmmaker. We've seen you in various roles and directing such movies as Manga Tuesday Episode 50, the Manga Tuesday Funhouse match. We have the Mario Gets Revenge series, and many others. So I would like to ask you, what is your favorite movie?
Well, let me just quickly rattle off a bunch of my favourites. I love American Psycho, Chopper, The King of Comedy, Pulp Fiction, Wag the Dog, The Castle, Reservoir Dogs, Joker. But my absolute number one favourite movie of all time is Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It's a British dark comedy crime flick, so to speak. So to yeah.
Oh, I'm a big fan of that movie as well. Are you comfortable, Mr. Willowhite? Are you also in bed, or am I the only one in bed?
I'm not just in bed. I'm also completely naked right now in bed, just chillin'.
Well, for question number 3, we have uh, what is your favorite joke? If you wouldn't mind telling us, and if you know the author of the joke, and you could say that too.
Wow, my favourite joke would have to be a Norm MacDonald joke. I don't know which one, anyone. When Larry King said English was the hardest language, and Norm said, well, yes, it is the hardest language. To me, it's the easiest. Or when he said 9/11 and they started laughing. Or the one where the punchline is, Doc, she's choking. And if you don't know the rest of the joke, the punchline doesn't make any sense. Just me mentioning it out of context. But, Doc, she's choking.
A very hilarious joke, Mr. Willowhite. Now, for question number 4, I would like to ask you something related to the show. What color are your sheets? Is it your favorite color, or are they just a random color you chose?
Well, It looks like there's some like the ones I got on right now look like they're whitish, maybe like an off-white. But on the pillow here, there's a blood stain because the other night, a couple days ago, for some reason, my nose just started bleeding while I was asleep. Apparently, I just woke up and I had like dry blood all stuck to one nostril. I was like, "What the fuck?" But apparently, I must have got it a little bit over this pillow here. But is white my favorite color? Well, no, I like green. And orange is okay too, and so is pink. But what color are your sheets? You know, I'd love to see your sheets if you know what I mean.
My sheets are Pokemon color. But we got to question number 5, and this is a special one because it was mailed in by Kimbo Slice. It says right on this email. And Kimbo Slice says, hashtag Imagine Furry. Is it true that you are a hashtag Imagine Furry?
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one. I'm going to decline to comment. My advisors have advised me that I should refrain from speaking on that topic for the immediate future. So let's, come on. I'm nice. I come to this interview, and I don't want to be attacked. I don't want to feel like I've been set up here. Let's just leave it be and move on, please. Thank you.
I do believe in Kimbo Slice when Kimbo Slice said you are a hashtag Imagine Furry, but your input is also kind of nice to know, even though we all know that hashtag Imagine Furry is true. Well, Mr. Willowhite, if you could say goodbye to the Spike Nation.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. And if you ever want to have me on again in the future at some point, whenever, I'd be happy to come back. But I think if we do ever do this again in the future, I think maybe we should do it from the same bed. Like the two of us interview one bed together in the bed. I mean, we can discuss the details of that later, but thanks for having me, and goodbye, Spark Nation.
Woo! And tune in next week, where we'll be having a new interview from bed. And I'm waiting for confirmation on the guest, but I'll promise you this early that it may be Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld let us down in the Reddit AMA, but next week we'll get him. Thank you all for watching this new show, and thank you, Mr. Willowhite. We'll see you next week with Jerry Seinfeld.